Hi, my name's Marlyn, and this is Gardening Eden. While everybody was out buying toilet paper the other day, I had some better ideas. I went out and bought a whole bunch of seed to add to my seed catalog over here. And today I'm actually going to walk you through how to start your garden, and we're going to be working with this garden and a few gardens throughout the country and throughout the world to bring us all into a sustainable new world. Now, I want to first talk about seeds and how long they last. Usually they last about 3 years. If you have seed packets, if you have seed packets, what you're going to want to do is up along the top, usually where they're sealed, you're going to see a date and you're going to see how long it's been around. The thing is with seeds is that you get a better germination the newer the seed is. Some seeds, like alliums, those would be onions and scallions and leeks and things like that, they're only really good for 1 year, so you're not going to actually have a good germination rate after that period of time. So once you figure out how old your seed is, because that's going to determine how many seeds you're going to be putting into each cell, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to figure out what you want to be planting now and how much, because you don't want to plant it all at once. You want to have a garden that you're going to be growing throughout the year, and seed's expensive. I mean, if you think about it, actually truly what I'm looking at right here is about $50 worth of seed, and if you combine it with what's in the box, it's probably over a good $200. And you don't know if you're going to be getting more seed later. You have no idea. But what you can do is you can plan out so that you save plants to go to seed, and those plants will give you seed for next year. First, we're going to start by cleaning out our seed planting cells. You may not actually have these. They look like this. They're great. Or you may have stuff that's sitting around at home, like egg cartons. And they work too. In fact, they're fabulous. You can plant them straight in the ground. And we're going to be doing some of those with some sugar snap peas later on. But when you're starting seed, it's really important for you to go into something that's clean, because funguses and bacteria can really mess things up. We're finding that, aren't we? So what we're going to be doing here, I'm bringing you over to my kitchen sink. Congratulations. I've put a little bit of water into my sink, and I've got some bleach here, and I'm really not going to put much in it. And that's good because I hardly have any left. So I'm going to mix that around. And I'm sterilizing these things. So I really want the water to hit everything. It doesn't have to go crazy. You just want it on it. And it's really not going to mess things up too badly. I've got some soil that's still stuck to all this. I don't want it to go down into my septic system, so I'm going to strain that later. But that's all I really needed to do for those things. I'm going to let them sit off to the side in a minute. Huddle up to that. That's not good. Oh well. And I'm going to do the same for the trays. The trays are actually keep these. It gives the cells a rigid structure so that you can move these things around. I'm in the northern hemisphere. I live off the coast of Washington State, in a little remote island community, which is wonderful. Although it puts us in a little bit of a position with what's going on right now, due to the fact that our supplies can be shut off. And we're awfully close to Seattle, so anyway, part of what we're doing here today is that I helped grow food for the community at a school garden last year. We provided a few hundred pounds, quite honestly, of food for the community soup kitchen, well, food pantry. Now I want to get into what we're going to want to plant first. I'm going to run you through this. On the back of most seed packets, you're going to see a whole bunch of information over at the top. That information shows you how many days it takes to germinate. It'll tell you the temperature in which to germinate the seed, and that means the soil temperature. So what you're going to do is there's some things that you're actually going to start in the house right now, like tomatoes and peppers. I think they germinated. Here, let's check. They germinate at 70 to 90 degrees. And actually, we're going to be doing these probably tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. And the reason behind those is because we're going to be, my house isn't 70 degrees inside. I mean, it gets close, but not quite. And so I'm going to have to give them a little bit of an extra push to germinate, which means I'm going to have to heat up the soil, and I don't have any heat mats with me at the moment. They're expensive, but you can do it with Christmas lights. On my Facebook page, Gardening Eden, and my website, gardeningeden.org, you'll be seeing step-by-steps on how to do all of this. I'm going to be taking pictures and showing you how to set all of this up. This is just the preliminary YouTube video, and I am just getting used to it, quite honestly. I'm actually a very shy person, but I know how to do this, and I'm going to walk us all through it. Later on, we might be joined by my friend Russ in Spain, because he's going to be doing a project there from the start too, so all of us across the world can do this together.